Hi everybody, Kitsune Ruby here. Welcome to my channel. We all know what a blue box means. This is the long-awaited order from Kika Goods. Let's get this open. As I have a few things still in the works, waiting to get them back from there, let's find out what one this is. Which way do we open? This one will be easier. Ooh, okay. Well, first of all, this is our order. Not that I need to cheat to look this time, but I'm cheating to look it anyway. Alright. And this one I've got 10,000 Escape Plans blind box. Got a little bit squooshed, but overall I didn't think that'll matter. As you can see, here are the 6 regulars and the hidden for the main series. Don't know what they say. Most of them I like. There's one I ain't so sure about. I mean, she's cute, but her theme kills me. It's medical. I don't like it. But they are really cute, and it is a ball-jointed doll. And along with this, I picked up a special, which I will pull out after I open this one. So let's go ahead and get that done. And who did I get? Oh, look at you. I think this one's the bunny girl. And as you can see, she is a lot taller than some of the others I have gotten. Good articulation at the head, shoulder, elbow, wrist, upper chest. There's hip, mid-thigh, knee, and look, she's got the double joint and holds her position. Let me look at something. They said, yep, they've wired the joints to make them hold. And she's jointed at the ankle. Let's take the plastic out of her face here. Without her hair on, you can see that she has 2 different colored eyes. She's heart-shaped inside. Look at that cute little gradient hairdo. Asymmetrical with a side ponytail and a braid. She comes with a spare face that is blank. A little gray pair of shoes. There's some putty in there. There's some of her outfit and accessories. Extra hand gestures and wrist joints. And here's her card. Cyanosis. Butterfly wings tremble lightly, playing the wilderness of free life. Oh, she's not a rabbit. She's a butterfly. Or maybe she is a rabbit, because there's rabbits on her socks, according to this image. She's the bunny fly. Let me go ahead and get her dressed, and I will be right back. Alright, I've got her dressed, and that did take a little while. To make it easier to put on the jacket and everything, they did include dressing hands, which are these little guys right here. Just makes it a little bit easier to get their arms through without breaking any fingers. I left her in the same hands she had, but she has hands that come in peace signs and flipping you off and heart shapes and grabby hands, all sorts of things like that. I did not put on her headband, this little guy here, or her hair barrette, because they go on with putty. And I believe I'm going to do some changes to make those a lot more solid than that. For now, they can just tuck away with her hands. And here is her outfit. Her leather jacket. She has a nice layered skirt with chains and pearls. It velcros up the back. No, she does not have undies. That will be remedied later. You can buy undies through Kika Goods to fit the dolls. She's got one pantyhose leg. She's got leg warmers and a pair of rubber shoes. And her little bandeau top has a butterfly front with a neck strap. She also has a choker. On anything other than this table, she might stand up. Those wires really make the joint solid in the leg. Oh, that's the other thing. I need to do something about her head. She wants to keep popping open. And again, I don't want to use putty for that, so I may add a magnet to her. Yeah, it's an issue of the table. She can actually balance her head, which is a vast improvement on some of the littler ones. But she's not the end of this video. Let me move on to the other item in the package. And she is the angel. So let me get her out and show her to you. Her light gray shoes, pretty much the same style as the other one, just not painted. Her extra hands, including the dressing hands. A ribbon. Her wings, or extra wings I should say. This is her outfit. Remove the plastic here. Oh, we don't want to tear that. She does not come with a card. Torn that. Everything is on her back. Her name is Holy Key. The altar is washed with pure feathers, and I believe that's copper. It's kind of obliterated by the background art. Copper rust is removed with a holy spoon. Angel revival with my wings shining towards the light, burning the dark corridor. Interesting. I believe I'm going to save this. Since she doesn't have a card, I'm going to maybe make something to protect what's left of it. And make a background for her. So let's set that aside. We'll have a look at her. She has white eyes. This will be easier without her hair on. You can see her face a little bit better. You can, oops, wouldn't you know, fling it across the room. Anyway, there is her face. You can see they are pressure fit together. Her hair is pearlescent, at least at the tips. It's gradient out of that at the top. And her pigtails turn into wings. It's all flexible. She's got the same body and jointing as the other doll. I don't have a picture for her. These, I assume, wrap around her shoulders. And she's got quite the elaborate outfit. So let me go ahead and get her dressed as well, and I'll show her to you next. Alright, I'm going to name this girl Patience, because that's what you're going to need if you get her. Right up front, I am going to tell you, if you are buying the 10,000 Escape Plans ball jointed dolls, 1, be patient. 2, be an experienced ball jointed doll collector who knows how to handle stringing. Thought it might have just been cyanosis. I had the problem, but apparently she has it too. The arm strings are way too loose, and they want to just drop everything. So you're going to be restringing these dolls. I'll take care of that on these guys later. Right now I've got her arm twisted so that her arms will stay in her sockets, just as a temporary measure, so I could show you what she looked like. Also, in the process of doing this, while trying to get this ribbon tied for the 5 millionth time, the little cross came off the front. It is glued on. Be careful of that. It can just be glued on if it comes off. No big deal. Most of the rest of her stuff has gone on okay. She actually has undies, which is good because she's wearing a tutu. Yes, there are tears in her legging. They're supposed to be there. It is a design element. And she does stand pretty good. I'm not going to try and do that with her here, because if she plops over because of my wonky table, I'm going to be mad because I'm going to be picking up pieces everywhere. But anyway, this is Holy Key, now named Patience. And she is an absolutely beautiful doll. She suffers the same issue as cyanosis, where her head doesn't want to stay shut. I'm going to add magnets. You can use iPutty if you want to. Me personally, I think the magnets are a better deal. Her little corset keeps coming untied. That's a me issue because I've got strung funky, but there is plenty there to tie it with. I'm going to tie a knot in it once I straighten it up. After I get her restrung, I am going to say I'm going to be very pleased with her because she is a very pretty doll. Lots of detail, very nice materials, the clothing's made really, really well. Just beware of that stringing. I'm having some problems too with her head. If you are working with the doll and the strings come up through the head too far and you can't get them tightened up, pull at her middle body joint. That's what it goes to. The legs are on their own, the arms are on their own. If the arms get really too loose, take one and just keep twisting it until the elastic straightens up, until you have time to get in there, cut the fused elastic, and tie a knot in it. The holes in there are really tiny, so there's a good chance that your knot is going to end up somewhere obnoxious, unless you intend to completely take her apart and tie it in her middle body. I'll decide later what I'm up to doing. I am not recording that. I'm going to be frustrated. I'm going to say no words. Anyhow, these are the 10,000 Escape Plans dolls. Beautiful doll. For a more experienced doll collector than the other blind box ball jointed dolls have been so far. Be ready for that. High quality clothing, high quality doll design. Get yourself some tiny magnets, some glue, and sewing thread. It's fabulous for pulling the string through them because there's tiny holes. Anyway, guys, that was it for these. I've got some work to do on some other items, and I will be sharing that with you on Doll Yokai. And in the meantime, like, subscribe, share, and my drink showing. Tuck it in, lady. Oh, the other thing, the wires they put in here, I'm likely going to remove them. I don't like wiring in my dolls. It does help with posing, that's what it's there for. But it doesn't have to be there. Anyway, guys, like, subscribe, share, visit me on Etsy and Patreon. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.